What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to the channel. So it's ended at St James's Park. Newcastle United 0, West Ham 2, and it's not the result we wanted. I'm really not happy at the result, but to be honest, it's not the players to blame for the result tonight. I feel that, the lads did really well tonight. They put in a good performance. We're unlucky, to not be very clinical in front of goal. We did score the first goal of the game with Alexander Isak scoring, of course, but it was denied by an offside. They didn't actually show you the goal at all, if it was offside or not. So I don't know, to be honest, if it truly was offside or not. But it was very unlucky for it to be denied because for me it looked like he was onside. Then of course he had a chance later on in the game where he put the shot wide. If he had have been able to put it in, it would have been a fantastic goal. I mean, he took it off the chest, hit it onto the volley, but he was falling as he hit it onto the volley, and if it had went in, it would have been an absolutely fantastic goal. But just an unlucky night for Alexander Isak. Of course, Thomas Soucek scored the opening goal for West Ham from a set piece, corner coming into the box, jumped up, Lloyd Kelly obviously not blocking him, and it went into the back of the net. Now, that's not, Lloyd Kelly's fault. Unfortunately, the lad, hasn't really had that much game time, so there might be a little bit of rust there, but you can't help but think, if Big Dan hadn't have been suspended for this game, he would have been in that situation. He would have closed down Soucek in that situation, and West Ham probably wouldn't have got that opening goal in the game, which then allowed them to be able to sit back in the defence and made us have to come out more to try and get back into the game, which obviously didn't really impact things too much because West Ham, didn't really take much advantage of us having to come out more. They were just happy to be 1-0 up in the game, and I think they would have just happily sat there for the rest of the game like that as well. Carlos Soler and Jared Bowen for West Ham had a couple of missed opportunities as well. We had some more missed opportunities in the game, but I mean, it's just one of them nights, when things just don't quite work out the way you want them to. The ball was bobbling all over the pitch. West Ham were getting advantages off of the bobble, and it was just playing in their favour. It was just one of them games. And then Aaron Wan-Bissaka doubled the lead. It wasn't that great of a goal, to be honest. It was just a trickle across the ground, hit off the back of the post, and it went into the back of the net. It was pretty poor goal, but it was just typical of what we were seeing with that match. And then the referee, of course, didn't help matters. He wasn't really getting his card out much in the game, except for when he was giving it to Newcastle players or the West Ham manager. But I thought there was quite a few moments in the game where, we should have seen some West Ham players getting cards, especially Lucas Paqueta. He was all over the place. Marif as well for his holding of Callum Wilson on umpteen times from when Callum Wilson came on the field. There was a moment where the ball came into the box, Callum Wilson was being held by Mavropanos, and if he hadn't been getting held by Mavropanos, Wilson would have got up there, he would have got the head on the ball, and there might have been a chance to get at least a goal back in the game and, see what happened from there. But Mavropanos holding him in place. They looked at it on VAR, they said it was perfectly fine. For me, it wasn't perfectly fine. You could see, that there was a foul there and that there should have been a penalty given to Newcastle in the game. But it is what it is. We'll move on. We've got at least a chance to quickly rectify this now. We're playing Palace in 5 days. Yes, it's down at Selhurst Park where we don't have the best of luck, but maybe we can change that. Maybe we can change our fortunes down at Selhurst Park. But that does mean that is the end of our 3-game winning streak. And to end in this way is pretty bad. But it's just, pretty much a stable of coming off of the international break as well being at the wrong time for us. You know, we were picking up that momentum, and then that international break came in. We've had to wait 2.5 weeks to get back to action, and we've had to wait that little bit longer as well because we've been the Monday night game instead of the weekend game kicking off on a Saturday or a Sunday. So, you know, that's also played a factor into it. But I don't want to make up excuses. You know, it's just one of them nights where it just doesn't quite go your way, and it is what it is, you know, but we'll get a chance, like I say, to bounce back against Palace. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below on how that game played out. Let us know what your thoughts were as well. Did you think, you know, Callum Wilson being held down by Mavropanos was a penalty? Because I absolutely did. And if anybody, you know, happened to see if that was an offside or not for Isak's opening goal, let us know that down in the comments below as well, because I was watching on Sky Sports and they didn't show you at all if it was offside or not. But till next time, I'll see you all later, and farewell, lads.